Okay, I'm not sure what that was. My OBS was lagging, but welcome to Crypto Empire Morning Domination, episode number 4. I am your host, Connor from Crypto Empire, and this is where we dominate the crypto market. Happy Saturday. We do have a lot to talk about because, as you can see, the market is crashing right now, but if you've been watching my daily live streams over the past few days now, this should not be a surprise to you whatsoever, because exactly what I have been saying is now playing out in real time, and we are also profiting from the crash by opening up short positions. So welcome everybody to the live stream. I can already see we got Jazzy in here with us right now saying Alpha incoming, loving the daily streams. Jazzy, thank you very much for your support. Great to have you here every single day inside of the live chat. Really appreciate you being a community member here at Crypto Empire. Now we got NLG saying hello as well. We got Dip Bull Pump Gun saying hello, friends. Hello, my friend. How are you? Happy Saturday. We also got Team Green Carpet Cleaning saying don't trip by the dip. I like that. You're a poet and you don't even know it. Nice rhyme there. And in regards to buying the dip, I'll be talking about that in this live stream. Is it the appropriate time to start deploying capital back into the market? I'll be letting you know my thoughts on that during this live stream. We also got the Crypto Cat giving a little peace sign. What's up, Crypto Cat? And we got Dalton Moore as well saying good morning and thanks for your knowledge. No problem, Dalton. I'm happy to share the knowledge. Thank you for being here, absorbing the knowledge, right? And also to everybody out there applying the knowledge as well. Shout out to you, because without applying the knowledge, it really is just useless, right? You can just read all the books in the world, but until you actually go out and apply the lessons in those books, you don't get anything out of it. So I'm happy to share the knowledge, but I definitely want to see people out there actually taking action, because that is the most important thing when it comes to everything in life. With that being said, it's time to hop into my computer and go into the crypto market update. So, as you can see from my screen, Bitcoin trading at $28,765. Now the real, let me just clear my throat. The real reason that we are crashing right now is because Ethereum lost its critical support. As you can see, Ethereum is trading at $1,571. It lost the $1,700 support going back 18 months' time now. That is a critical breach in market structure. And Ethereum, it's the number 2 cryptocurrency. It has a big sway. If Ethereum crashes, it's going to pull down a lot of the market with it, especially altcoins. And we are seeing that play out right now with Ethereum trading just below 1,600 and probably a lot more downside for ETH in the coming months as well. So not sure it's time to go ahead and start buying that dip yet. We'll discuss that more when I take a look at the Ethereum chart. We also got Anthony saying Cosmos IBC plus Kepler equals fire. I agree, Anthony. They are very nice to use, very user-friendly. They work well. It's quick, very low fees. Definitely a more pleasurable user experience than something like Ethereum. Big fan of the Cosmos ecosystem. Now, looking at all these cryptos, you can see a lot of red in here today besides stable coins. And one big one is Chainlink. All right, Chainlink at $750. When the Chainlink news about its staking was released a few days ago, I was right here live on camera saying this is the perfect shorting opportunity. I even went ahead and outlined the exact top as a short trade for you. And nonetheless, I mean, we are making bank from Chainlink crashing right now inside of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. As you can see right here, I did call out yesterday morning after my live stream that I'm shorting Link entry at 870. Ended up getting filled at 866, target at 745. Now I have actually adjusted the target, saying that this could go lower, so I took more profit and I moved my stop down. And as you can see in the success tab of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, not only myself but members are just crushing it right now. We have our guy Pioneer making 903% from this Chainlink short. As you can see, I absolutely knocked this one out of the park as well. So this is how we trade, right? We take very, very small losses, but our wins cover all of those losses and then give us the profits as well. We understand risk management and we understand how to eliminate that large loss from the process. And, no matter if the market's going up, down, or sideways, if you have the ability to read the chart and trade, you're going to be able to make profit from it. So I've been for example, yesterday on stream, we had, I'm not sure if CG is with us today. CG, if you're in the audience right now, let us know. But CG, who's been watching the streams consistently, asked, when I say be careful, what exactly am I saying? Why am I saying be careful? Because yesterday in the stream, I was saying to be careful a lot. And the reason I was saying that is because I was anticipating this market to crash. And it did crash now, right? And with that anticipation, I went ahead and opened up a short position, right? So you need to have the ability to read and process all of this information and then go ahead and actually take a bet, right, on your prediction. And that's exactly what we do inside of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. Every single day I am in there. But let's take a look at today's top gainers and then today's top losers. Looking at the gainers, no gainers, right? This is all stable coins. Everything is red today, as you can see. We got Osmo down 14%, Chainlink, top loser, down 12%, STEPN down 10%. You guys, if you've watched my STEPN video, go ahead, and if you haven't watched my STEPN video, I recommend you do, right? If you're doing STEPN right now, walking every day, that's amazing, right? Daily exercise is great, and making money while you exercise is even better. However, be aware of the risks involved with the protocol. Basically, its design is inherently flawed, so just be aware of that. STEPN, GMT, I mean, listen, if you got in early, you absolutely killed it. But like any Ponzi out there, if you get in early, you're going to kill it. But the latecomers are the ones that are going to get squashed. And I don't want to see anybody here at Crypto Empire enter late and end up being exit liquidity for something like STEPN. And everything is red right now, so there's really no point in looking at this CoinGecko chart. Let's go ahead and hop into the actual TradingView price charts and take a look at the price action first of all on Bitcoin, and then we'll take a look at Ethereum, because like I said, Ethereum is the one really crashing right now. Before we do that, be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire and smash up the like button. I can see we have 30 viewers right now and only about 15 likes or so, so go ahead and get that up to par. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. First of all, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, and let's start things off on the 1 hour, because on the macro, nothing has changed that I have been discussing, right? Same levels are there on the macro chart beneath $22,200 is the main one. But now looking at Bitcoin, as you can see, we have this yellow dotted line that we just lost on the 1 hour. We closed beneath it, but now we actually recovered above it right now. So we're going to see if we do have a back test and then another move downwards. But why is $28,650 so important, you may ask? Let's jump out to a weekly price chart and we can see why this level is actually so important. So here, if we look to the left on the weekly price chart, this nice long wick down in the middle of the summertime correction of 2021 took us exactly to the level at $28,650. And then also, so it's actually the yearly low, my apologies. So the summertime correction low is 28,740, but the yearly low, right, that happened on January 4th of 2021, right after the new year last year, it wicked down to this level at $28,650. That is the level that price is currently trying to hold on to. So a yearly low support structure is a very, very, key indicator, a key level. And if price closes beneath this yellow dotted line on the daily chart, that is like the flare, the shot heard around the world that, the crash is going to accelerate and most likely head towards that $22,000 level. Of course, we do have some lower support structure levels, right? Because let's not forget that we did crash on the 12th of May. So we do have a support level coming into play at $27,650. And then we have the low all the way down here at $25,200 and about $30 down here. Now after that, again, I will repeat myself. I've shown this many times, but it's important to keep on repeating myself because it is still relevant. We do have the 200-week moving average coming into play. Let's go to the BLX chart. The 200-week moving average coming into play at $22,200 approximately. Okay, so these are your main levels on Bitcoin. In terms of opening up a new position right now, I would say that I'm not interested in anything right now at the moment. I'm still holding my Chainlink short. And I mean, after such a big win, Usually this is how trading goes. Anybody who trades understands this. After your biggest wins come your biggest losses. It gets to your head, you get cocky, and you tend to break rules. So I've been in the game now for a while. I understand that. So after I have a major win, I'm not trigger happy, right? I make sure I have very high probability setups, and I don't do anything irrational, okay? Because it's a repeating pattern for a lot of traders. After your biggest wins come your biggest losses, because those big wins simply go to your head and you start breaking some rules, all right? So I'm not necessarily interested in jumping into a Bitcoin short right now. First of all, it's not a clean setup, right? We're kind of in no man's land, hovering over this big support level. And yeah, there's not a really clean entry setup with a good risk-reward profile, because this thing can easily shoot back up and go ahead and test these lower or these higher resistance levels, right? All these higher lines on the chart, and just stop me out immediately if I were to open a short now. I would be a late shorter here. You don't want to be a late shorter. You want to be an early shorter, which is exactly what we did on Link, right? Let's not forget, Thursday, just 3 days ago, I was telling you to short up here at $9. I opened mine yesterday at $8.70, and I mean, absolutely crushed it with this one. Now let's take a look at Ethereum as well, because Ethereum is the one that is really dragging the market down with it right now. Ethereum, the number 2 cryptocurrency, of course, programmable money as they say, but it's looking like Ethereum is coming back down, possibly even sub $1,000. Now let's start off on the weekly chart again to emphasize why Ethereum, why this crash is so major on ETH. So if we look on the weekly chart, we can go ahead and see that our summertime lows of last year's major correction back in June was right here at $1,700. Today, as you can see with my big white arrow, we breached that $1,700 level on the daily chart with a big fat red candle. Big sell-offs. Now, why is Ethereum crashing so much right now? Well, we should understand, we did discuss this in yesterday's live stream, how there is a big liquidity crunch for staked Lido Ether, right? And it is losing its peg to regular Ethereum. It is an arbitrage opportunity, but you will have to wait until the merge does take place. Who knows when the merge is going to take place? But this is losing its peg, as you can see here on the 1-inch decentralized exchange where you can place limit orders. Yesterday, when we were looking at staked Lido Ethereum compared to regular Ethereum, you would have been getting around 1.027 staked Lido Ethereum for 1 ETH. Now it's gone up to 1.04. So that's about 13% more Ethereum you're going to be getting. Actually, 1.3%. My apologies, 1.3% more. But anyway, this is going up. The peg is breaking right now. If you don't understand what this peg is with staked Lido Ethereum, simply put, as you can see right here, number 15 in market cap, Lido staked Ether. What you do is with your Ethereum, you go ahead and deposit it in Lido, you stake it, you earn around 4% or so, and then you get the Lido staked Ether. It's like liquid staking that you should be able to redeem for Ethereum 1-to-1 when the merge does take place. But right now it's losing its peg because it is so illiquid. Celsius Network has billions of dollars of this stuff. They're in major debt, taking out loans to be able to allow their customers to redeem themselves. Celsius most likely going completely underwater here. So as I said yesterday, if you have any money deposited in Celsius Network, it is not a bad idea to withdraw it as soon as you can. Put it in your own wallet so it is safe in case Celsius does go down, because we are facing critical times where liquidity is needed. And if you don't own your keys, you don't necessarily own your crypto. That is very important to understand for everybody new here watching in the audience. Not your keys, not your crypto. If you have it in something like Celsius or BlockFi, in a period of a liquidity crunch, they can disable withdrawals, and you're simply out of luck. So, not financial advice, but not a bad idea at all to get your money out of Celsius into your own custody where it is safe from harm's way. Let's see. We got Adrian Kent saying, good morning, guys. Good morning, Adrian. How are you? We also have RV saying, good morning. Thoughts on Litecoin? What's up, RV? How are you? Good morning, my friend. Hope you're having a great Saturday out there. Thoughts on Litecoin right now. Litecoin at $54. And we'll take a look at the chart. Let's finish going over Ethereum first. But yeah, the main reason to me why Ethereum is crashing right now, a lot does have to do with the Lido staked Ethereum losing its peg to regular Ethereum. Again, if you guys don't know what's going on, after this stream, go watch the segment from yesterday's live stream about where I discussed that, because it is important to know, and it is a good arbitrage opportunity, because if you buy your staked Ethereum with regular Ethereum right now and wait until the merge does come out, you can redeem it 1-to-1, meaning you can make a lot more Ethereum if you take advantage and you have the capital right now. But looking at the charts at the technical analysis, Ethereum lost that $1,700 level, has now come down to our lower demand, and it is, as you can see, testing this wick from March 22nd of 2021 at $1,540. Now ETH, same thing. We can look at the 200-week moving average on ETH, because that is another reliable indicator, and we can see that the 200-week moving average on ETH is going to come into play right around $1,200. So to this 200-week moving average, it's not going to get there tomorrow, but it's another 23% drop. All right, I would not be surprised to see another 23% drop on Ethereum. Let's not forget, we are in a crypto bear market. This is crypto winter. A lot of people, love to be very optimistic and say things like, "Oh no, Bitcoin will never go to $22,000. That's a fantasy. That's never going to happen." Let's not forget, Bitcoin went in 2017 and 2018. It went to $20,000 down to $3,200. Ethereum went from about $1,500 down to $80. All right, lower than $80. So even if it were to go down to, let's say, my lower demand level down here at around $500, $600, that would still be a much higher low than the previous bear market lows and the March 2020 crash at around $80, right? So it's definitely possible we see some crazy, crazy low prices. Do not count it out. This thing could drop another 57, 60%. Do not count it out. Be careful about buying dips right now. A dollar cost average strategy is a good way to approach it. But if you're going into dips saying, "Oh, this is the dip and then the bear market's going to be over," in my opinion, not financial advice, but totally the wrong approach right now. Preservation of capital is very important, as well as using that capital to its utmost ability. Pretend you have a wet rag in front of you and you wring it out. You want to get all the liquid out. Same thing with your liquidity right now with your capital. You don't want to deploy it too early. You don't want to deploy it too late. So that's why a dollar cost average approach is a very smart way of doing things. But if you understand the macro environment that we are in, we had inflation coming yesterday at a 40-year high at 8.6%. It was expected to be 8.3%. That made the stock market absolutely tumble. All right. And as we know, we should know at least, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency pretty much trades like a tech stock. It kind of follows the NASDAQ to a T. So when we see the stocks tumble, that means Bitcoin and crypto will tumble as well. So, I've mentioned it a few times now over the past few months how higher inflation is very bearish for Bitcoin. I've had people commenting on my videos saying inflation has nothing to do with the Bitcoin price. You're wrong. You are very wrong. It has a lot to do with the Bitcoin price because the overall macro economy is taking a big hit right now because all of these figures coming in. 40-year highs, very, very bearish sentiment right now, and it does not have a good carryover effect to cryptocurrency. So understand the turbulent times that we are in. Understand that it's not going to get better tomorrow or a week from now. Most likely at least 6 months. We're going to be in this dreadful bear market of prices going down. So it is the perfect time to sharpen your skills, sharpen your blade, and learn how to trade. Because if you don't know how to trade, you're not going to be able to short and make money in this market. All right? Of course, trading is not for everybody, but if you had that desire to learn, now is the perfect time to pursue it. Very simply put, do not let that desire go to waste. Actually take action, like I said at the beginning of the stream, because knowledge is one thing, but taking action is what is going to get you to where you do want to be. So inflation 40-year high, having a big carryover effect to crypto. We can take a look at the NASDAQ or the S&P. Let's take a look at the NQ today, the NASDAQ futures, and on the weekly, let's go to a daily. You can see yesterday's daily closed red, and now we're having some so yeah, yesterday closed very red, as you can see, and we are in this lower demand pocket on the NQ, and of course Bitcoin, Ethereum have followed suit right now. Let me see what's going on in the live chat. We got Sniff saying the market is bearish because every YouTuber is saying that it's bearish and they're using B as Elliott wave theory to justify it. Sniff, I do have to disagree with you. The market is bearish because of a lot of factors, not YouTubers, right? YouTubers tend to be, kind of just late to things. The majority here at Crypto Empire, as you guys can see, we are on things before they do happen. I've been saying this is going to tank for quite a bit now over the past week or so, and now we are seeing that exact result. But the market is tanking because of the overall stance in the global economy. Everything is distraught. They printed trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars over the past few years, and now it is having its kick the can down the road effect finally catching up to us. But I don't agree with you on why the market is crashing there, Sniff. But anyway, thank you for your input. We can definitely agree to disagree. We got Cryptoverse Explorer saying, how's it going, man? It's going amazing. I mean, happy Saturday. We're crushing it. Market is tanking, but we knew it was coming, so there's no reason to panic or be worried. And, we're just rolling with the punches, taking our shorts as we can, and making the most of it. So I hope you're enjoying your Saturday as well, Cryptoverse Explorer. We also have George saying, Bitcoin going sub 25K. Don't buy the dip until it hits this make. George, I do agree with you, right? I think Bitcoin is going to at least $22,000 and could possibly go even lower than that. So I agree, not the time to start deploying any heavy capital in the market just yet. We got Jew saying, hi from France. We are on the same Titanic boat, brothers. Yeah, I mean, you can look at it that way, but this isn't the Titanic where it's going to sink to the bottom of the ocean, right? This is going to bounce back. Like, if you guys understand how market cycles work, you know that, yes, let's look at Ethereum. We already have the chart up. This can go all the way down to $500, but we know where this is going, right? We know where it's going after. Because the Titanic would just go all the way to zero and then sink at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But something like Ethereum, something like Bitcoin will go low but then make higher highs. All right, crypto is so early, so early, and we are in the prime position. Right, 2022 is going to be a great year for everybody who didn't get into crypto in 2020 or 2019 or in the bear market of 2018. 2020 is your year to redeem yourself, to make those gains that you were so after. This is the year to do so. So even if you don't have a lot of capital to deploy, I highly recommend you put a lot of attention and focus into tracking crypto, into learning as much as you can, because I've done it myself. I've turned a very small amount of money into a lot of money with crypto. So even if you don't have a lot of capital right now, do not just put this on the back burner and forget about it altogether and then come back during the raging bull market. This year, 2022, is the redemption year for all of you who didn't get in 2019 or 2020. This is your year to set yourself up for greatness. So stick to it. And of course, subscribe to Crypto Empire if you're not already subscribed. Let's see. We got George saying, I would buy once we're back in the bear market. So hold what you have. And as he stated, learn about crypto. Yes, George, my man. Glad we're on the same page, my friend. We got Jew saying market is bearish for macro reasons and crypto being risk-on assets. Yes, Jew, perfectly put. I agree with you. We got RV saying, Connor, I totally agree with you on the outlook of this bear market. It will go down further. Yep, glad we're on the same page, RV. And we also got Sky Dravier saying, people have been saying buy the dip for the past 6 months. When do people learn? Yes. I mean, this thing is going down. And it's not going to stop. It's like a freight train. Of course, we will have the bounces along the way. Now, for Ethereum, right, as you guys can see, if you look at the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, I stated just before the live stream that I'm not in a hurry to chase shorts here on Bitcoin or ETH, right? I'm going to look for a bounce first and then look to short that bounce, right? If I were to short ETH here, that's just FOMO shorting. I'm so late to the party. That's not how you short. You want to short, something like up here at 1900 where we wick up and then we start a huge impulse wave down, okay? So something like ETH right now, I'm not in a hurry, right? We do have this level at 1658, and then we do have the big $1,700 level. If we do get a back test, that's when I'll be looking to go ahead and go short and then catch the next impulse wave downwards. You don't want to be a late FOMO short or fear of missing out, because you will probably get short squeezed and lose your margin. We don't want to see that happen. We want to see that trading account grow, Okay, so do not be a late shorter. Do not FOMO into anything right now, especially during these volatile times. You want to always play from a position of strength. I say it time and time again. You want to play from a position of strength. And I mean, that's exactly what we did over here on Link. And we nailed this one. Still riding this one lower. Let the gains be with you. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Oh, yes, Litecoin thoughts. My apologies, RV. Got ahead of myself there. I'm just talking too much. Let's take a look at Litecoin right now for my guy RV out there. And I want to look at, you know what, we'll look at a very clean chart on Litecoin where I don't have any previous levels. Okay, so Litecoin, as you can see, is now breaching its low from the 12th of May. All right, so it's looking like Litecoin is going to start cascading further. It's literally holding on to this low for dear life right now. How long has... Okay, we actually need to go to a different chart. Let's go to this chart. Haven't looked at Litecoin in quite a bit of time, as you can see. Let's go ahead and clean this up. So LTC. Now looking at Litecoin, this is a weekly now. There's a big demand level on the weekly from 50 down to 41. And we are approaching that just right now. And other than that, you know, we do have the March 2020 crash lows coming into play down here at 25. All right, so if Litecoin, I don't expect this to make lower lows than these, you know, previous bear market lows. And then as you can see over here, December of 2018 was the bear market low at around $22. Okay, so for Litecoin, you know, this is a big demand level over here that we are about to go ahead and start touching right here from 50 down to 41. Okay, so once we get to this demand level, I would expect some kind of bounce, some kind of consolidation before we actually possibly go ahead and retest some higher levels. And then it is probably possible that we go and test these lows at around $25, low 20s on Litecoin over here. But Litecoin, not necessarily an asset that I'm interested in acquiring over this bear market. I think there's better assets out there to go ahead and buy from an investment standpoint, right? Because with crypto, there is investing and there's active trading. You know, with investing, if you want to do the small cap route and go for, you know, the big wins, you don't want to put too much capital into that because it's very risky. But, you know, just sticking with things like Bitcoin and Ethereum in a bear market is a very reliable and proven way to grow your wealth, right? So let's not forget, ETH went from $80 to almost $5,000. Bitcoin went from $3,800 to $69,000. So you can multiply your money even with just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Cardano went 50x. Even XR, something like XRP from its bear market lows, multiplied a lot. All right, so you don't need to go crazy, but Litecoin is not the first coin that I would be interested in to pick up during the bear. Now, looking at overhead resistance now, we do have one at 56, and then we have a level over here at 58, and then we do have some levels up here at around 60. All right, so on Litecoin, when we see a bounce, these are your levels where we would be looking for shorts, basically. Very simply put, but not the time to go ahead and start chasing anything here. And really, the next big level on LTC is going to be down here at $50, $50.60. So look out for that. How far the price of Bitcoin can go. So tuning. How low can Bitcoin go? Good question. So we do have the big level over here at 25,200, and then we have another one at 22,200. This is where, you know, I'm gonna personally buy a nice stack of Bitcoin here, spot down here at 22,200. It could go lower, but we can't have that crystal ball to know exactly when the exact bottom will be, which is why I have my plan in place right now on Bitcoin. Sky Dravier saying in a true bear market, altcoins will go 95 to 99% discounts from all-time highs. These are the price points I will be putting in buy limit orders for my favorite mid-cap altcoins. Sky Dravier, you are absolutely right. In a true bear market, altcoins literally lose 95 to 99% of their value. So for example, Glimmer, right? Glimmer's on the bear market shopping list. Everybody subscribed to Crypto Empire should be aware of that. Now Glimmer, as you can see, at $1.10. People were calling me crazy saying Glimmer was going to go below $1. They're saying, Connor, you should get in now. This is the bottom. This is the bottom. No, we're in a bear market. This can go a lot lower, right? And as you can see, this broke. If we look at the daily chart, yesterday it did break from this symmetrical triangle, and it broke to the downside. We are now at the lows, but what we can actually go ahead and do, I mean, if we were to take a flagpole measure and move, we would take it from this high over here at 290 and take it to these lows. And if we were to measure this move, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, that's not even possible. That's negative 50. So if we wanted to take a shorter flagpole down here, then we would be going somewhere around 35 cents on Glimmer, okay? So I've been saying, 50, 60 cents. If we were to see 35, that is a huge, big opportunity. Not a bad idea if you're not financial advice, but if you want to put limit orders, that's a good buy, right? This thing can easily shoot back up next bull run when we see a lot of adoption, a lot of people using Glimmer, right? Because Ethereum probably still not going to be up to speed yet. Probably will still be extremely congested, very high gas fees, so people will be looking for alternatives. Glimmer, multi-chain interoperability with Polkadot, Ethereum 3.0 really. It's the smart contract hub for Polkadot, the Ethereum smart contract hub for Polkadot. So I'm confident that Glimmer is a good pick. And, if we see 35 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, it's just a crazy, crazy good opportunity here on Glimmer. RV, thanks Connor. No problem, RV. I am happy to help. So we got 56 viewers right now and only around 20 likes. Let's go ahead and smash up that like button on this Saturday morning. Everybody watching from all around the world right now, smash up the like button. And if you're not subscribed to Crypto Empire, definitely go ahead and smash that subscribe button as well. And turn on all bell notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. Let's go ahead and move on with our next segment of the live stream, right? And let's go ahead and talk about some stuff on Twitter today. So again, we have the small cap scientist outlining the depegging of staked Lido Ethereum compared to regular Ethereum. This is a good reason of why Ethereum is leading the market crash right now. And as you can see, one Ethereum or wrapped Ethereum is worth 1.041 staked Lido Ether, meaning you get 4.1% more Ethereum if you go ahead and convert it to staked Lido Ether, and then you wait for the merge to happen, and then you convert it 1-to-1 back to regular Ethereum, right? So if you have 25 ETH, you can basically go ahead and do this process, convert 25 ETH to staked ETH, and then wait for the merge to happen, and then you would basically go ahead and gain 1 ETH if you did that now. But most likely the peg is going to break even more than it has already broke. So there's no rush to do this if you are interested in this arbitrage opportunity. So we got Santiago R. Santos, big NFT ETH guy, talking about the ETH situation right now that it's depegging. He's saying that staked Lido Ethereum is fully collateralized by regular ETH, but not pegged to ETH. In liquidity crunches like you're seeing now, staked Lido Ethereum should trade at a bigger discount as some holders of staked Lido Ethereum need liquidity and swap for ETH, pushing the price down lower. Like any illiquid asset, it has an illiquidity discount. All right, so we are seeing this illiquidity discount take place right now. And one of the biggest holders of staked Lido Ethereum is Celsius Network. Celsius is going down in flames right now, it does appear. Right, Celsius just made an absolute joke of themselves. They had some blunders with, like, they hired this person who had a questionable past, and she was managing like a $300 million fund, actively managing it. Right, she was a 24-year-old, and she had a questionable past, and she all of a sudden now she's managing a $300 million fund. They're taking out loans right now to be able to pay their investors who want to redeem their assets. It's just an absolute mess for Celsius network, and yes, I would not want to have any money in Celsius right now. As you can see from Yield Chat right now, he's saying that Celsius will run out of liquid Ethereum in around 5 weeks. It is impossible for Celsius to honor redemptions after that without realizing massive losses due to staked Lido Ethereum's illiquidity. Eventually, they will be forced to gate all redemptions. Not looking good. Not financial advice, but get your money out of Celsius while you still can. All right. Let's see what else is happening. We got K Loop saying, enjoying the content, keep it up. Thank you, K Loop. Appreciate that. I will keep it up. Appreciate your support. Question, if you plan to buy and hold, should we wait or buy as it hits new lows? If you plan to buy and hold, should we wait or buy as it hits new lows? So K Loop, good question. Right now, if you want to buy at these levels, you need to take the dollar cost average approach and just not go all in, right? Only put a portion of your allocated investment funds in the market right now if you want to buy. I think everything is headed lower over at least the next 6 months. So if you do want to wait, I think most likely you'll be able to get much better prices than we have right now if you do want to wait. Personally, right, I'm buying some Bitcoin here, but I'm really waiting for lower prices. I haven't bought Bitcoin in a few weeks. I bought some at 29K. Next up, I'm waiting for 22. All right, so I'm waiting, but good question. You do you. I'm going to do me. Let's see. We got David Cooper saying, Comain Inu in the house. Interesting, David Cooper. I've never heard of that. NLG saying, I like that you being real and speaking facts, and you will see me often here. Thank you for sharing. No problem, NLG. I mean, listen, that's the only way I know how to be, right? I look at people out there, doing what I'm doing, making videos on their channel, and I just can't even watch it, right? It's poor quality. So I'm just going to do things my way, and I appreciate you, sharing that you see the realness in this, and, I'm going to keep on coming up here and just doing what I keep on doing. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy making money from crypto. I enjoy active trading, and I enjoy teaching other people about how to make money from crypto as well. So thank you for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you more often here in the live chat, NLG. We also got Vipul saying, how much percentage can be made from the premium group in a month on average, Vipul? So the premium group, I'll show you the success tab, right? Our members are crushing it. One trade it depends on how much you have to invest as well, because, right, for example, with this trade right here in Chainlink, up 350%, you determine how much margin you put into the trade. So that means if you put $100 margin into this trade, you would make $350, right? Because 350% of 100 is 350, right? So if you put $1,000 into this trade, you would go ahead and you would make 3,500. So it totally depends on you and where you're at, right? Basically, I am your coach, but you're the one who goes into the octagon and goes into battle. I cannot push the buttons for you. I cannot handle your emotions for you. Understand there is a learning curve when it comes to trading with leverage, trading with futures. But if you just follow my calls, it's hard. It's very hard to lose money unless you gamble and you put on way too much money on margin that you can't afford to lose, and then you wipe out your account. But if you know how to manage your risk, if you take my trades over time, you will be profitable. Because I get around 7 out of 10 trades right, and my wins are big wins, as you can see right here. So, on average, you see right here, this is all the past week, right? We're still looking at trades from yesterday. We got Dre crushing it on the ADA short that I outlined in the group and in the live stream. I don't trade every single day because I don't force anything, but when I see a setup, you can bet your bottom dollar that I will trade it, and these results do speak for themselves. So yeah, a lot of big wins. It just goes on and on and on. I recommend that, if you are interested, definitely check it out. There's no obligation. You can cancel it any time, but it does pay for itself, and I say that with the utmost degree of confidence. Good question though, Vipul. Let's see, we got Marcel Tomas saying, thanks for the warning, no problem. Happy to share the warning. Ninja Site, so are these trading calls in this depressive market and more risky? Well, not necessarily, because They are very small. I mean, it's all about your entry and where you put your stop loss. All the trading calls have a stop loss. There's no way around it. And I mean, let's go over Chainlink, right? If you haven't already watched my video that I just released about an hour and a half ago now, this video about Chainlink, I showed you how we set it up. The risk reward on this trade was like a 10-to-1. Okay, so it's not high risk. No, you're trading small moves within the market, right? And you put your stop loss at a position where you're risking at least $1 to make at least 3, right? A 3-to-1 risk reward profile. So it's not higher risk in a bearish market, right? It's just like trading in a bull market. Trading is trading. It's different from investing. I recommend, if you're brand new, go to my channel, go to the playlist section, and then you're going to see over here a playlist called Trading Tutorials. There is a lot of very good information in here, right? I do have obviously a premium trading course on my website, and I also do have a lot of videos, as you can see in the Discord. If we go to the section over here, the 100K trading course, right? These are all videos. I've made a ton of videos all about trading, all about investing, teaching you things. I have so many resources that I've created at this point. I recommend everybody, obviously you need to be in the Discord for these, but even here on my channel, all of these trading videos, this is a very, very important one, how to manage your risk in cryptocurrency. Go and watch that video. Go and watch my 2-hour free full beginner course on how to trade. I have it all here on YouTube for free. So yeah, go and check those resources out for everybody out there who's just getting started, wanting to learn how to trade. Before you spend money, take advantage of the free resources. And then when you're ready to get to the next level, join the Discord, get the premium elite trading course, and then there's no guarantees with it, but I'm confident if you apply yourself, you will make all your money back and profit immensely from it. I'm a living, breathing example, right? 5 years ago, I spent a lot of money to learn how to trade myself. I made it all back and then some, all right? Via trading, all from trading, right? So very important. Take advantage of my free resources, and then when you're ready, join the Discord. Let's see. We got Ataz ZX saying, any thoughts on Shiba Inu? So Ataz, thoughts on Shiba Inu is I would not touch Shiba Inu with a 10-foot pole. Okay, I'm not interested in Shiba Inu. It had its run, the last bull market. Could it come back next bull run? Sure. But I'm not interested in deploying any capital into something like Shiba Inu right now. Not my thing, not my forte. So those are my thoughts on Shiba Inu. Now let's go ahead and move on to some more stuff. So the Crypto Fear and Greed Index is still at a 12, still in extreme fear. This hasn't changed. No surprise, right? This can stay in extreme fear for months and months and months at a time. So we're in a bear market. What do you expect? This is going to stay in extreme fear probably for the next 6 months or so. Also, some more mainstream news articles talking about inflation, talking about how stocks were crushed after inflation hits a 40-year high. We looked at the NASDAQ already. A lot of blood in the streets right now. The markets do not want to see inflation keep on rising. Why? Because that strengthens the US dollar. Of course, the US dollar has the inverse correlation to stocks, to crypto. And you can see with that inflation data released, the US dollar is on an absolute rampage right now. This is how we understand to look for shorts. Inverse correlations, another very important thing. I understand newer traders don't know what that is. All that means is when the dollar goes up, crypto goes down, right? It's like one's going one direction, the other's going the other direction. That is an inverse correlation. Most likely the dollar at this point, the Fed will probably change their rate hikes to 75 basis points, and most likely the dollar will go ahead and create a higher high here. So yeah, I'm expecting much lower prices for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, and expecting altcoins to get absolutely crushed. All right, so as I've been saying, be careful. Don't just go throwing money at the market right now. It is not the time for that. Also, talking about Bitcoin and retirement. So we have Miss Yellen saying that Bitcoin is very risky for retirement savings, right? She definitely knows what she's talking about, so you should definitely listen to her, right? She was totally right about inflation being transitory, and she's been handling, the economy and her role as Treasury Secretary very, very well so far. So you should definitely listen to her about this, right? Bitcoin. I mean, why would you ever want to use that as a retirement savings plan? I'm being sarcastic, right? This is obviously some FUD here. They're talking about this Terra stablecoin meltdown. Crypto poses no systematic risk to the financial system, but also call for Congress to pass stablecoin legislation. Right, a lot of conflicting viewpoints here in this article. As you can see, Yellen's own attitude to crypto over the years has been mixed, famously saying she was not a fan of Bitcoin in 2018. She more recently conceded that there were some benefits to the technology, including innovation. She doesn't even know what it is. I mean, she's repeating stuff that was given to her on a script. But yes, I disagree heavily. I think Bitcoin is an excellent option for, planning for your retirement. You should never put all of your eggs in one basket, but to have, a few Bitcoins, if you can afford it, is not a bad way to cushion and pad yourself if you were getting to your retirement age, right? Because these things can just keep on going up in price as the US dollar crashes to the ground, which it is doing right now. We are seeing it in real time. This is a systematic collapse. So, yes, Bitcoin, good option. And also, we got Do Kwon and Terraform Labs. A lot of shady stuff coming out about Do Kwon nowadays. Pretty much saying, he took out $80 million before the collapse. He knew it was coming for the most part, most likely. And he is facing a whole backlash of lawsuits from the SEC, from South Korea's government, their legislative bodies. Do Kwon is getting hammered, as he should. So, I mean, it just goes to show you how crazy the crypto space is. Extremely high-risk stuff here. And yes, Do Kwon is, he launched Luna 2.0, saying it was community-owned. But Fat Man, who has been reporting on the Terra collapse since it happened, Fat Man says that Do Kwon is lying and states that Terraform Labs owns 42 million Luna, worth over $200 million. Right? They were not supposed to get the airdrop, but now it's coming to light that Terra is kind of centralized because Terraform Labs owns a ton of it. And like I made my video about Terra and my thoughts on it. I said get rid of it, don't hold it, sell it while you still can. Around that time it was $6. Now it's trading for $2.59. You had other people up here saying, Terra, we had to bond together and stick with the community. Stake it to my validator node. It doesn't make any sense. Please make it make sense. If you still hold this, it's going to zero. Get rid of it while you still can, not financial advice. Absolute horrible situation with Terra Luna, and Do Kwon will be facing the justice that he does rightfully deserve here in the short to mid-term. But anyway, this is going to keep on crashing to the ground over here. Let's see what's going on in the live chat right now. So we got Omar saying LOL, do the opposite. Yes, I agree, Omar. Glad we're on the same page about that. And no, they don't understand crypto. And that is a fear of them regulating it. Joshua saying thoughts on BitGert. So I don't know about BitGert. Is that an exchange? Okay, B-Rise. So by the way, I just opened up a BitGet account, and I'll be doing some trades on there. I'm going to let everybody know how it is. It's no KYC. US and Canada people are allowed to use it. Withdrawals up to 20 Bitcoin and a very high liquid leverage trading exchange as well, meaning you won't have to use a VPN if you want to trade. So I'll let everybody know about how that goes. But my thoughts on BitGert, I've never heard of BitGert B-Rise before. From its price and total supply, I can see that it is a bit of a meme coin. So this thing will probably go down 99% from its all-time high 3 months ago. It's currently down 79%. So during this bear market, I wouldn't be surprised to see this down 99% from its all-time high. I would not touch this. Maybe if you want to buy it later on when prices drop lower, you can, but I don't even know what this is. It looks like a meme coin, and I think there's more sound investments out there than something like BitGert B-Rise at the current moment in time. Let's see, Sniff saying, every time I hear Terra, I think of Bush Jr. saying war on Terra. Yeah, interesting. I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying in politics when that went down. Many years ago now, multiple decades ago. But yeah, War on Terra, that's a good one, Sniff. So we got Ninja Site saying, how many calls do you post a week on average now in the Discord? I would say around 5 to 7. You know, sometimes I'll do multiple per day. Sometimes I won't post any trades in a day. The thing with me is I'm not doing this to, you know, force things, and I do what I want, right? I trade how I trade. There's no guarantee with the Discord on if I'm going to post a trade that day. I will never force anything. When I see the trade, then I'll take it. But there's some days where I don't post any. There's some days where I post 5. It's that simple. So keep that in mind. There's no, you know, I will post 10 trades this week. No, I take them as they come. But I would say on average around 5 to 7 trades. And, you know, the track record does really speak for itself. And, you know, the member satisfaction also does speak for itself. I recommend, like I said, there's no cancellation policy. You can cancel whenever you want. I guarantee you when you join, you're probably not going to want to cancel. So I'd love to see you inside of the Discord. Head to my official website, cryptoempireco.io, and check it out for yourself. My man Ninja Site. Barney Elliott saying Arbitrum airdrop vid. So Barney, I got you covered, my man. I got you covered with that, Barney. We made that, or I made that 2 weeks ago. And that's actually a good idea. I'm going to post the link for you right here, Barney. So with Arbitrum, I show you how to set up your wallet for the airdrop, but don't just do some transactions one time. I recommend you do them like every few days, maybe every week. You go and make some transactions on the Arbitrum network to make sure that you get the airdrop, right? But watch this video. It's going to show you all the decentralized applications on Arbitrum, how to bridge your funds over to Arbitrum from Ethereum, and make sure that you do secure the airdrop. Because the Optimism airdrop came out a few weeks ago, and it was around a $1,000 to $2,000 airdrop, depending on when you did sell it. So if we look at this comment section, we actually had some trolls in here saying, with the conditions of the market, any airdrop will be equal to dust. This guy saying, he says massive airdrop, 2 coins and 4 coins, you wasted your time. Meanwhile, Optimism just airdropped. It was a $1,000 to $2,000 airdrop. So the trolls love to come out of the woodworks, but they're wrong, right? If you do this, you probably will be able to secure yourself, who knows, a few $100, maybe $1,000 or more. But go watch the Arbitrum airdrop video to learn how to get the Arbitrum airdrop. Thank you for reminding me about that, Barney. My friend Barney, it's been a long time since I've seen you here at Crypto Empire, but it's good to see you back in the live chat. Let's see, we got Tyson Larson. Have you ever heard of DAG? I have heard of Constellation. They have a contract with the Army, the U.S. Air Force, right? I just learned about them yesterday. Yes, I do know about DAG. It is a layer 1 chain, and they do have a contract with the United States Air Force. It had a great run the last bull market. As we can go ahead and see, this thing in 2020 was below a penny. It went up to a high of 45 cents. Huge win there. Now it's coming all the way back down. If we see, just looking at this chart, we have some levels at around 4 cents and then some lower at around 1 cent. So it could come back down to these levels. It's definitely a good project, right? Good layer 1. So we'll see what happens over this bear market. When we get lower prices, probably we'll have some amazing buy opportunities for DAG. Let's see, we got Omar saying, Barney saying, always tuning in, just watch mostly, love your stuff. I know, Barney, I'm just busting your chops, man. It's good to see you here. Thanks for all of your support. And yeah, definitely check out the Arbitrum video and do that, because there has been no snapshot announcement made yet. So I think you still should be good if you try to get the Arbitrum airdrop still right now. And it could maybe even be a few grand, so we'll see about that. Omar saying, I've been buying KDA. What are your thoughts on it? Not the chart, but the project itself seems very solid and a better version than Ethereum. Yes, Omar, KDA is a very solid layer 1 project, and it's a good buy over this bear market, right? I think Kadena will have another monstrous run when the market does flip bullish again. So Omar, I like your way of thinking. I think Kadena is a very good pickup during this bear market. Very solid layer 1, infinite scalability. And it uses the Bitcoin mining to actually secure the network. So Kadena, KDA, great project, great layer 1. My only criticism with it, and that is probably going to change over this bear market going into the next bull run, My previous only criticism with Kadena was the fact that it had no actual real like users in the community. It was all hype and speculation, people just buying the coin, but there was nothing to do on the actual layer 1 blockchain. That is changing in real time now, right? They have decentralized exchanges, they have NFTs, right? They're doing all these things now, and the community is actually able to use the blockchain. But when it went on its initial run from, pennies up to $27, you couldn't really do anything on the network. It was all speculation hype that it was the next big layer 1. Now, as you can see, the price reflected the fact that you couldn't really do anything on the network. It was all speculation, people after it for money, which is fine, right? Crypto is what happens. That's what happens in crypto. But that's probably going to change over this bear market leading into the next bull run. The community will be able to use the network, and it will blossom. And I think Kadena will have a very good run up during the next bull run. So Omar, I agree with you. I think Kadena is a great project and a great pick to load up on DCA over the bear market. We got A Nick just popping in saying, yo, just got done watching your Chainlink vid from this morning. Awesome, A Nick. Thank you for watching that Chainlink video. Hope you enjoyed it. And Chainlink staking is set to go live later on this year in 2022 at a rewards rate around 5%. But, here in the short term, that was a total exit liquidity market release. The Chainlink team probably dumped millions, if not billions of dollars of Link tokens on the market with that announcement, which is why we were looking for that short, and we absolutely nailed it over here in the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. As you can see, my man Pioneer loaded up on the 50x leverage. He knew to go in heavy. I only went in at 15x, but still, huge win there on Chainlink. Omar saying, yeah, they've been doing all DEXs coming out, and apparently it's very easy to program in it. Yeah, so they're finally developing their ecosystem. That was my only criticism. You couldn't really use the blockchain, but that's all changing, and that's very bullish news long term. Here in the short term, it will be going with the flow of the market, and the flow right now is a downwards trend. So yeah, but it's a good project, good pickup over the bear market, Omar. Barney saying, Kadena have money backing to last through the bear. Barney, I don't know for sure what Kadena's financial situation is, but I do think that they do have the reserves and the capital to go ahead and keep on building through the bear market, right? If we look at the Kadena team, I made a video about Kadena as well, but if you look at the Kadena team, it's a very, very competent team, right? They have previous guys from JP Morgan. As you can see, Stuart Popeye led JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group. And Will Martino was recruited from his role as the lead tech for the SEC's cryptocurrency steering committee. So these guys, they built JP Morgan's first blockchain, and now they went over and they went ahead and created Kadena. So it's a well-funded project. I think they probably do have the reserves. I don't know for sure. I haven't really done any extensive research on Kadena just recently. But my assumption is that they do have the resources to go ahead and continue building over this bear market. Skydravier knows the numbers, saying Kadena has $15 million total venture capitalist funding. And there you go, all right? So if $15 million isn't enough, no, that's a decent sum of money there, right? I mean, $15 million for a person or a family is enough money where you never have to work again, right? 10 million is really that number, but 15 mil is excess. So they should be able to last, another 6, 12, maybe 18 months with 15 mil. If they can't, that's just irresponsible spending. Let's see, we got Andy F saying, EPX, any thoughts since the change from EPS Ellipsis? I've actually never heard of EPS Ellipsis. I've never heard of this, Andy. Secure low slippage, swapping on the Binance Smart Chain. So it looks like a decentralized exchange on the Binance Smart Chain. I can't share any thoughts about this because I've never really heard about it before. So that's my thoughts on Ellipsis. But guys, it's Saturday right now. It's still Saturday morning around 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is time to go ahead and start wrapping up this Crypto Empire daily live stream, the Crypto Empire Morning Domination, episode number 4. I did want to pop on here and share my thoughts about the current Bitcoin crash, where I think it is going. I don't think it's over just yet, right? Ethereum leading the way because of its situation with staked Lido Ethereum. Depegging, very low liquidity. We got huge financial institutions with billions of dollars of assets under management like Celsius going bankrupt. All of this is having a direct effect on price action, especially Ethereum right now. Bitcoin is actually still holding on for dear life to that 18-month support level. Most likely it will lose it. First stop is going to be that wick low at around 25,200. And then we have the next big level at $22,200 on Bitcoin. But I will keep on updating you each and every day here at Crypto Empire for the Crypto Empire Morning Domination stream. Thank you for everybody viewing right now. Before we do go ahead and end it, smash up the like button. I can see we have 65 viewers and only around 40 likes. Go ahead, smash up that like button. But I'll be coming at you tomorrow again for the Crypto Empire Morning Domination live stream. Have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your day. I have a busy, jam-packed day ahead of me right now, but I'm happy to be able to come up on here and deliver this live stream for everybody within the Crypto Empire community. With that being said, my name is Connor from Crypto Empire. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow, and I will also see you in the next video.